Hello everyone, and welcome back to the main tools session. Today, let us understand what are the main tools session, and let us understand about three tools. That is MS Visio, we have Balsamiq, and also Axure RP. So, before getting down into the core subject or the main subject, let us firstly understand what does a business analyst do. So, a business analyst basically acts as a bridge between the client and development team. So, the client BA and organization, we can say that it has a development team. Development team. So to gather the requirements, like firstly, a business analyst does requirement gathering by using elicitation techniques, right? So after gathering the requirements, he'll be analyzing requirements, and after analyzing the requirements, we'll be doing some documentations. Analyzing requirements and documentations. So in documentations, as a business analyst, we'll be preparing few documentations, and they are BCD, that is business case document, BRD, business requirement document. Then we have FRD, functional requirement document, and then we have SRS, that is software requirement specification document. So these are basically like hundreds of pages are written, and every time it is so difficult to understand and read hundreds of pages, right, to understand about the project. So that's why we do modeling of the requirements. Modeling of the requirements. Modeling of the requirements. Right. So in modeling of the requirements, we basically create UML, that is Unified Modeling Language, pages and screens. Like these give us some diagrams. Like in UML, we'll be having a few types. So firstly, let us understand what is UML. So UML is nothing but Unified Modeling Language. Unified Modeling Language. And it is usually used to show the visual representation of how the user interacts with the system, and how the work flows in the form of diagrams. So let us write the definition first, and let's discuss more about that. Unified modeling language is a visual representation of how user users interaction will be happening, and how the system will work, and its flow it shows in form of diagrams. Now in UML we have two types. static and dynamic. And again, in static and dynamic, they are divided into five types, where in static we have five types of diagrams, and they are use case, then we have classes, then we have component state, then we have package collaboration, and deployment. Again, in dynamic, as discussed earlier, we have four types. They are sequence, activity, state chart, and lastly collaborations. So, as a business analyst, we only use two things over here: use case diagram and activity diagram. Activity diagram. Let us highlight these things. Now, let us understand what is a use case diagram first. Use case diagram. A use case diagram is nothing but a visual representation of how users or actors interacts with the system. Here we basically use few components while we are drawing the use case diagrams. So the components which we use are actors, then we have use cases, then we have system boundary, then we have relationships, and lastly we do have communication lines. So actors, we usually have two types of actors when we are doing the use case diagram, that is primary actor and secondary actor. In use cases, we have essential use case and supporting use case. Essential use case and supporting use case. Now let us understand more about the primary actors and secondary actors. Before that, let us understand what are the relationships we do have. So we have include, extend, and generalization. Generalization. So now let us understand in a deep way about the primary actor, secondary actor, and use cases and relationships with their definitions. Primary actors. So primary actors are nothing but they will be initiating or they will be starting a task. Now, like we all are users of any other applications, right? Like say for example of Zepto, we are initiating a task over there. Like say for example, we are initiating registration, right? So this registration is stored over a database, right? So the stored database will be acting as database admin, like they will be storing all our data, right? So here we are primary actors, and the secondary actor will be the database admin. So now let us understand the secondary actors. Secondary actors, they help primary actor to finish the task. Now let us understand about essential use cases. Essential use case is nothing but it is the main use case. Like say for example, we have registration. So let us take an example of registration. So from the comment box, can anyone say like whenever we are doing registration for any application, what are all the things we will be seeing? From the chat box, anyone please respond like what are the tasks we'll be doing in registration? Yes, Mr. Rohit, like we'll be mentioning the full name, contact, email, and password. That's correct. So here the registration is like a main use case, right? And in registration, the sub things which we'll be doing is like the registration details, like the name, mobile number, email, and password, right? So they are known as supporting use cases. So that's why we name them as main use cases and supporting use cases, like essential and supporting. So firstly, let us understand what are the essential use cases. Then let us understand about supporting use cases with the examples. So registration, login, browse catalog, then wish list, then payment, then we get a receipt, right? So these are all the things known as essential use cases. Now let us understand what are supporting use cases. In supporting use cases, they are nothing but they will be supporting these essential use cases. Supporting use cases. So they support the main use case. Say for example, while registration, we have name, mobile number, password, right? Name, number, email, password, forget password, and so on. I'm sorry, and so on. These are the supporting use cases. And moving on to the next thing, relationships. So in relationships, we have three types: include, extend, generalization. So include is nothing but it is mandatory. Extend is like it's not mandatory, and generalization is like it's optional. And let us take an example for the same: registration. While registration, we'll be observing some stars, right, which are mandate or mandatory. So that is called as include relationship. Like when we are registration, while we are doing registration, we get few pop-ups. Like if we keep them empty, they ask us to fill the entire things. So let us take an example. Like in registration, name, email, password, and number. Here, each and everything is mandatory, which are denoted by star, not mandatory. Let us see an example for the same. Like here, let us take an example for login. So, as I explained for registration, can anyone from the comments say like what is not mandatory while we are doing login? Yeah, Rohit, you're absolutely correct. It's forgot password, which is not mandatory. So while we are drawing the use case diagram, I'll be explaining you in a more clear way. Like texting is okay, fine, but while drawing, it will be more clear for you all to understand. Login. Here, not mandate is forget password. Forget password. And let us take an example for generalization now. Optional. Example. So one of the best examples is payment. So while we are doing payment, it is not mandatory to select anything, or it is as well as it is not mandatory to select anything. We have an option to choose one among the options given, right? So we'll be using generalization for payment. So we have a UPI, card, COD, net banking, like that, right? So we have multiple options and we need to pick one. In that case, we'll be using generalizations. And then we have system boundary, differentiates the actors and use cases. The main purpose of system boundary is to differentiate the actors and use cases. The use cases stay inside the system boundary, whereas the actors stay outside the system boundary. And to connect them, we use communication lines to connect the use cases and actors. Communication lines. connects, actors, and use cases. So now let us get more knowledge by drawing this in the MS Visio. Software and database, and we need to go to this UML model diagram. So after going to the UML model diagram, if you scroll down, you find the UML use case over here. You need to click on it. And here, okay, firstly, let us zoom this thing, the canvas. This is the canvas, and these are the components which we'll be using. So here we'll be using components like, let me zoom this first. So here we'll be using components like the system boundary, placing over here, and we use cases over here. We use actors as well. Then this is include, which goes downwards, and this is your extend, which goes upwards, and generalization also goes upwards. But the thing is, the main difference is like the extend will be having a text, whereas this generalization will not be having any text basically. So to remove the text, we need to double click on this arrow, and here we'll be getting a few things. So you need to go to this stereotype and select this one. So you'll be getting few options over here, and the topmost we don't have any name over here, which is left for empty space. We need to select it and click on OK. In this way, we can remove this extend, and we can use generalization character, or we can use generalization relationship. So now, firstly, let us understand about the use cases which we'll be using. For now, I'm taking an example for developing an e-commerce website. So, students, I want to all of you to interact with me while I'm doing this one. So, what are the things we'll be doing whenever we do register, or whenever we browse anything like it's a new mobile application like that. So please interact and tell what are the things we'll be doing right from starting to the ending. Yes, we'll be doing registration login at first, and then after add to cart, payment, yeah, product catalog, yeah, order details, yeah, fine. So I really appreciate all of you for interacting with me. Now let us create the use case diagrams for the same. So this will be a user, that is us, like who will be initiating the task, primary actor. and this will be the registration use case, right? So now let us create the supporting use cases for this one as well. Yes, exactly. We'll be creating name, password, email, and contact number for the same. So firstly, let us create the essential use cases and supporting use cases. Then let us attach the communication lines at last. So this will be our name. This will be the password. This will be the email. And lastly, let us add the number for supporting use case. Now, can anyone from the chat session please tell me like which relationship we'll be using over here? Yes, Rohit, you are correct. We'll be using include over here. So let us add the uses now. Now, similarly, let us add the relationships for the remaining ones also. Since everything is mandatory, we are using uses over here. Now for login, I want your help, like which thing we'll be using from anyone chat session. Can you please like which are all the relationships we'll be using? Yes, exactly. For username and password, we'll be keeping include, and for forgot password, we'll be keeping extend. So now let us create the use cases for the same, and let us rename this one as login. And now let us use the use case component for creating the supporting use cases as well. This will be username, and then let us add the password, and then let us add forgot password as well. Since it is becoming huge, let us keep this as f password. That is our forget password. And now let us add the relationships for the same. and then extend for forget password. Now let us do for browse catalog. So while we are doing the browsing, we'll be doing searching as well as filter, right? So I'm creating the use cases for the same. I'll be keeping the catalog and I'll be keeping the search and filter. Now I want you to mention which relationships we'll be using to connect the essential use case and supporting use cases. Yes, exactly, Rohit. You are absolutely correct. We'll be keeping the extent for the same. I want each and everyone to participate and connect with me while answering all these things because it will be a fun and interactive session, right? So I want each and everyone to interact with me whenever I ask a few questions. Now I'll be creating a cart. So in cart, I want to keep a wish list as well as buy now, and also I want to go back. So tell me which one do I need to use? Yes, exactly. We'll be using extend. Yes, yes. We'll be using extend all over here. So now let us create the use cases for the same. This will be cart, and I want to give three supporting use cases for the same. That is pay now, wish list, and go back. So now let us give the relationships for the same. We'll be adding the extend. Now I want to choose payment. So for payment, can anyone from the comment section please let me know which relationship we'll be using? I'm going for a payment now. Yes, we'll be using generalization. That's absolutely correct. Yes. So I appreciate everyone for responding and interacting with me. And yes, it's generalization which we'll be using for connecting the essential use case and supporting use cases now. Let us create it now. Payment will be our essential use case. Now let us create three more supporting use cases as well. Ashish, we'll be using the generalization because it is optional, right? So we'll be using generalization basically over here. I appreciate everyone for interacting with me, and thank you for all your time, and like thank you for all your comments. Now let us create the generalization relationship for the same. So this will be our COD, and this will be the card, and this will be the UPI. I want to give three options for the e-commerce website which I'm planning to develop. So I'm giving the relationships for the same now. So for generalization, we need to select that arrow or for the relationship, double click on it. We'll be getting stereotype. Select that stereotype and we need to select the first option which is blank or empty. Click on OK. So in this way, we can create a generalization for the relationships when we are giving for the essential and supporting use cases. Now, after successful payment, we'll be getting order details, right? So for that, which relationship we'll be using, please let me know in the comment section. Yes, exactly, exactly. Yes, we'll be using the relationship include because we'll be getting the mandatory things like SMS and email, right? So exactly we'll be using include. So this is order details. This will be the SMS and this will be the email. Now let us add the relationships for the same. So we created the use case diagram, but it is not yet completed. We need to we need to add few more components, and we need to complete it in a complete way, like 100%. So as a user, we'll be initiating a registration. As a user, we'll be doing login. As a user, we'll be browsing catalog. As a user, we'll be adding into cart. As a user, we'll be doing payment. As a user, we'll be doing getting order details, right? So now let us add the secondary actors who will be helping us to finish these tasks. So we'll be having the database admin, DB admin, secondary actor, secondary actor. And also for payment purpose, we do have another secondary actor, like the payment gateways will be integrating with APIs, right? So for that, we'll be having payment gateway, another secondary actor. And for delivery tracker also, we do have another actor who will be acting as secondary actor. Payment gateway, secondary actor. As well as for order details, we do have delivery tracker who will be acting as secondary actor. Delivery actor as secondary actor. Now, we have created and we have identified who are all the actors who are present for us. Now let us add the communication lines for the same, representing that who is responsible for what. So as a user, we'll be doing registration and we are connecting them for the communication lines. You see this N1 and N2, right? While we are doing, we'll be placing so many communication lines such that it becomes clumsy. So let us see how to remove it. For removing it, you need to double tap on these communication lines. You need to select this N1 properties and you need to remove it and click on OK. Similarly, let us do for N2 properties, backspace, OK, and another OK. Like that, you can remove the N1 and N2. So now let us add the communication lines for the secondary actor. So the database admin stores all the details, right? So that's why I'm adding this communication line to the database secondary actor. So for now, I explained you like how it works, right? So I'm not doing it for each and everything because it takes so much of time for removing it, right? So while you're doing the use case diagrams, please remove that N3 and N4 because it will be looking neat whenever you represent. So user performs login and the database admin verifies it and they will successfully allow us to browse what are the things that are there in our account. Now the user initiates the task called browsing catalog, right? So we'll be representing this with communication lines. So now if you see that this line is getting in cut between the username, right? So for that we can do one thing that is called as right angular connector. For that we simply need to select this arrow line and we need to right click. We'll be getting few options over here and we need to select this right angle connector. Now see this one, it has given us in a structured format, right? So in this way we can connect with right angle connector. Since user has initiated the browsing of catalog, this is shown. Now let us show how database admin acts. So database admin has all the access for the details, right? Like what are all the things that are there in catalog. So database admin allows us to see the catalog. And here also I've added the rectangular connector. So now let us add for the cart as well. So the primary actor or the user stores the wish list or whatever he wants in the cart. So we are connecting this for the cart. So the database admin also stores whatever we have added into the cart, right? So that's why we'll be representing it over here with the communication line. Let us add the right angle connector. Now the user wants to do payment, right? So for payment, he'll be initiating the payment task, right? So we are connecting this with the communication line and let us add the right angle connector. So the payment gateway, which is integrated with us, will be helping us to do payment. Like if we see, we have a few things, right? Like a Razor Pay, like that. So they are the things which will be integrating with us, and they'll be helping us to do the payment in successful way. So after successful payment, we'll be getting the order details, right? So now let us represent the same. The user will be seeing the SMS as well as email, whatever the order details he has got. And let us do this right angle connector. And the delivery tracker helps in finishing the task, right? They'll be giving us this thing like a SMS and email. So in this way, we will be drawing the use case diagram where we'll be creating the essential use cases and supporting use cases. We'll be giving them relationship, and we'll be having a primary actor and secondary actor who will be doing the task and who will be helping to finish the task. So now this one is fine, but for each and every use case, the developers might get doubt like what will be the workflow or what will be the thing, right? So to show the system's workflow, we'll be doing activity diagrams. So now let us understand what are activity diagrams. So let us go to this and let us understand what are activity diagrams. So firstly, let us understand the definition of activity diagram. Activity diagram is nothing but it is a visual representation of the system's workflow. And here we'll be using components like start node, end node, decision box, guard condition. Then we have communication lines. We have branch and merge, and fork and join. So now let us understand in depth what are these components and where we'll be using them. Start node. The start node is nothing but it is usually a complete full circle, shows us that flow starts. And then we have end node. It is represented with a full circle, and inside we'll be having a complete circle in dark circle. Shows us that flow stops over there. Decision box. So the decision box is nothing but it allows to decide what to do next, what to do further. Guard condition shows us whether It is valid or invalid. Branch and merge. So the branch and merge is nothing but it shows about the options which we have. Splits and connects and shows us the options. Fork and join. Fork and join is nothing but it shows us parallel works happening at the same time. So now let us discuss about the examples for the same. Like for guard condition, let us take an example of login. So in login, when we create the flow, if the credentials are true, we will log in successfully. Or else it is invalid action. It is basically nothing but it is kind of if-else statement. Like if the condition is true, then we can proceed further. Whereas else the condition is false, we can't move further. In simple words, we can say that it is nothing but if-else condition. Branch and merge. So the branch and merge is usually used when we are doing the payment purpose. For fork and join, SMS and email, order details, order details. So this will be the flow where we'll be creating the activity diagrams now. Let us zoom it to 100. Now, till now we have used the use case diagrams, human use case metric for drawing this, right? Now let us use this UML activity. This will be the first one. Now when you open the MS Visio, you need to click on this UML activity where we'll be using these things for drawing the activity diagrams. So we'll be using components like this initial node, this final state, that is the stop node. This will be the action state. This will be the control flow, which will be used to connect each and everything. This is the decision box. This will be the fork and join. So we'll be using all these components now to represent the activity diagrams. So now, since we have created this use case diagram, let us go in this flow itself, like registration, login, then we'll be having payment and order details. Let us take these examples while we are doing this. So since we are doing the activity diagram first, in registration, we'll be using the registration first. So we'll be placing the initial state first, and then let us add the control flow for the same. Now let us place the action state where we'll be naming all the things what we'll be doing. So firstly, we'll be doing registration. So in registration, we have options like we have the things like name, email, mobile number, and password, right? So we'll be mentioning all these four things over here right now. So let us create the activity diagram or the workflow for the same. registration, and this will be the name. Next, we have email. This will be the email. Then we have number in the next. Let us add the control flow now. And this will be the number. And lastly, let us add the action state password. So this will be the password. And now the flow stops after entering the password for registration process. So this will be the flow for us when we do the registration process. So this is the registration flow. Now let us create an activity diagram or a workflow for the login. Let us go to the UML activity, and this is the initial state. Let us add the control flow as well now. Now let us add the action state called login. Now let us add the control flows as well as the action states. Let us give this as email, and this will be the password. And now let us add the decision box for the guard condition. So this decision box will decide whether the entered credentials are true and we can log in or not. So firstly, let us create this as login successful. And now let us add the final state as well. Now to add the guard condition, we just need to do it with control flows. So we have done this login success. This will be the valid process. Now let us represent the invalid for the same. So for invalid, we need to add another control flow, and we need to attach it to the login, and we need to click on this right click, and we'll be getting this option right angle connector. So now you need to double click on this control flow which we added now. Here we'll be getting an option called guard. So in this body we'll be typing this as invalid. It will be going back to login if it is invalid, whereas if the login is success, we'll be getting this as valid. So for that, the decision box which is going to the login success, this control flow, we need to select it and we need to double tap on this one. After double tapping, we'll be getting this guard expression, and we need to select the guard, and in the body we need to type it as valid. Click on OK. Now the guard condition has been created for the same. So this will be the flow for login. where we'll be having the guard condition over here. Now let us move on to the next one, that is for payment process. So now let us create this same thing for the payment process. Anusha, like we can include the forget password as well, but for now I'm creating the simple flow, right? So that's why I haven't mentioned it now. If we want, we can mention forget password as well. So now let us create the activity diagram for the same. For the payment process, let us do it. So this will be the branch and merge condition. We'll be starting this initial state first. We'll be adding the control flow now. Now let us add a decision box for the same. And let us add the action states now. And now let us add the control flows for the same. Okay, firstly let us rename. Firstly let us add the action state login first, then let us add the this decision box as well. Payment. And then let us add the control flow now. Let us add the decision box. And let us add the control flows now. And now let us first rename these. This will be the COD. This will be the cache. And this will be the UPI. And to make this look more structured way, let us add the right angle connector. Now let us connect this merge. Since we have done this in as branch, let us now connect back this and let us make it merged. Let us add the right angle connector now. And for this, let us add the card condition as well once again, such that if the payment is successfully done, it will be having the next stage, that is order details. So for guard condition, I'm adding another decision box over here. which will be deciding whether the payment has been done or not. So this flow will be the success, and then we'll be having the final state. And now let us add the card condition as well. We'll be adding the control flow to the decision box, and we'll be redirecting to the payment place. We'll be double clicking, we'll be doing the right click, and we'll be doing the rectangle connector. So first, let us create this as valid, the guard condition valid, and then this will be the invalid. So in this way, we'll be, oh sorry, my bad. So in this way, we'll be creating the activity diagram or the workflow for the payment process. And now let us create the same thing for the fork and join. So for fork and join, now we'll be using these components, transition fork and transition join. So now let us firstly add the initial state, and then we'll be adding the control flow. Then we'll be adding the action state or the details. And now I'll be adding the control flow along with the transition for fork and join. Now let us zoom this one. Now let us add the control flows for the same. Let us add the action state. Similarly, another action state as well. So this will be the SMS, and this will be the email. Now let us add them back, joining at the same point. And now let us add the join. Now let us add that order details have been sent. And then the workflow will be stopping over here. So in this way, we'll be using all the components for doing the activity diagrams as well. So I hope you guys are clear with the use case diagrams and activity diagrams. So I know like this one looks boring. The next thing we have our Balsamiq and Axure RP, where we'll be creating the mockups and prototypes, which will be very interesting. So if you want if you guys want to have a break, have a 5 minutes break. In the meantime, if anyone has doubts, you can ask. Hi, Jason. Hi, Rohit. Object flow we usually don't use when we are doing the use case and activity diagrams. Like for us, the main things are like use case diagrams and activity diagrams, which we need to focus more. We'll be having a use case specification document, right? For that, we'll be taking like whatever we drew, we'll be writing them in a document, so we'll be getting that. Yeah, like we'll be getting sign off from each and everything from the clients. Shiva, like you can split and draw them like how I explain you now, like that. It need not to be shown in one flow. You can split and show it in different ways. Like for registration one, for login one, for branch and merge one, for fork and join one. You can split and show it in different ways. Others, any more doubts? Please drop your doubts if you have any more doubts. And for the other two things, Balsamiq and Axure RP, let us begin in another 6 minutes by 4:20 p.m. Kajal will be showing the use case diagrams when we want to show how a user or actor interacts with the system. Whereas coming to the activity diagrams, it will be shown about how the system workflow is going. Sachin, in this class, we'll be discussing about the use case diagram and activity diagram, and we'll be discussing about screens and pages. Yes, Sheetal, I'll show you how to do the fork and join once again. So this will be the initial flow. We'll be adding the control state. We'll be mentioning the action state as well. We'll be adding the control flow. Here you have these things, right? Under this initial state and final state, transition, fork, join. So we'll be adding this over here. And then we'll be doing like this, like we'll be making it big. Then we'll be splitting the flow. So we'll be doing this. We'll be adding the action state. Now after creating the fork, now we'll be adding them back by using the control flows. And then we'll be adding this transition called join once again. And then we'll be adding the control flow once again. Then we'll be adding the action state that the action has been completed successfully. We'll be adding the control flow to mention that we have done the task and this is the final state. So in this way, we'll be creating the fork and join. So now let us begin about the other tools. That is, let us discuss about wireframes, mockups, and prototypes, and let us use Balsamiq and Axure RP for the same to create them. So if you guys have any more doubts regarding this MS Visio use case diagrams and activity diagrams, let us discuss them after the session. So now let us discuss about wireframes, mockups, and prototypes. So firstly, let's see what are wireframes. So wireframes are nothing but these are done with pen and pencil itself. Okay, let us start in another line so that it will be looking in decent way. Let's do this in a structured way, like done with pen and pencil. Next, we have who will be doing it, like it is designed by Business Analyst, designed by a BA, and then it is nothing but blueprint of the future system without any colors. It is basically a skeleton. and it is basically like a functionalities outline. Now let us discuss about mockups. So mockups are nothing but done by using Balsamiq and designed by UI UX. I'm sorry, team along with a business analyst, improved versions of wireframes, improved versions of wireframes. We can add colors and we can create few things, but it won't have any interactions. But can see the interface of a future system. Now let us discuss about prototypes. So prototypes are nothing but done on Axure RP and designed by development team and a BA. And we can call this as replica, basically replica for a future system where we can interact and feel as if the future system is live to use. So now you guys have heard about wireframes, mockups, and prototypes, right? So now let us discuss about the tools which we are going to use. So firstly, let us see what is Balsamiq and what are the uses of it and when was it introduced and by whom. Balsamiq developed in 2008 by LD Colizoni, and then it is used to create mockups, can see system, but we can't interact. So now let us create the same mockups for the use case diagram and the activity diagram which we have done. So to create mockups or wireframes, we'll be going to this BA Balsamiq, and here we are having a components, right? So let us see what are all the things we'll be using over here. So let us understand what are the components first. So this is called as the canvas, and here we'll be having the property inspector, and this is called as property panel. Here we have a few components which we'll be using over here. So to create a website, we'll be using this browser thing over here, and we'll be placing this in the canvas. So let us name this as e-commerce, right? So from the chat box, please tell me like what are all the things we'll be doing when we are browsing the things. Like first we'll be doing registration like that. So we basically do the use case diagram, essential use cases over here with the supporting use cases as pages. So people from the chat box, please tell me what are all the things we'll be doing over here. Yes, we'll be doing the registration at first. Yes, then we have a login. Then we have the catalog browsing. Yeah, and then we have cart, like what are all the things we have said we can see it. Then we have the payment, and then we have the order details. So now let us create the mockups for the same, and thank you each and everyone for commenting the things. So now this looks pale, right, with the white color. So we can change the color for this one. So to change the color, you can see this property inspector and background. You can select the color whichever you want. Since this is in white, I want to select this as this yellow. So the color has been changed, and now let us create the page for the registration at first. So I'm using this label where we are having only text, right? So I'm renaming this as registration, and let us resize this as huge text. This one looks good, I guess. Okay, fine. Let us make it a more large one. So if we want to change the color also, we can change. So the white color has been come, right? But I look and I believe that black is only good. So let us continue with the black. Now, since we are doing the registration page mockup, so we'll be using a few components over here. That is the text input. So as a user, when we are doing registration, we can enter our name in the provided area. This is the text input, and this label will be used over here. So this will be the name. Let's make it 16. Yeah, I think this is fine. This looks good. So this will be the name. Now let us create the email ID, password, mobile number, password, everything. So for that we can simply copy paste it. Control C and Control V. Let us place this. So the thing is like if we do a proper alignment, then this looks in a structured way and looks very good. Let us rename this as password. Since this is getting inside this, let us rearrange it. So name, password, and then we have email and mobile number. So let us create the text as well as text input for the same. And this will be the number. Let us rename this email, and this is the number. So now you guys see that these are in a proper alignment. Now let us add another component, button. So this button is nothing but this will be the register. So after successful registration, we'll be going to the login, right? So for that, we'll be using button to connect with the next page. Now here in this property panel, we see that this is new mockup one. So let us rename this as registration page. Register. Now let us create a duplicate page and let's create a login page for the same. Let us rename this as login, and let us rename this as login as well. And here I just want to keep the name and password. So I want to delete this email and number. So let us remove this email and number. Let us give some gap in between the name and password. I'm sorry. So let us adjust with some gap over here, and let us keep the name as well with this alignment. Let us rename this as login. Now, after successful login, let us have the catalog page. Catalog. In this e-commerce website, I want to sell t-shirts, pants, and shoes. So I'm placing them here. But also let us place once again. So here, yes, Samiksha, we can add a forget password as well. So let us add forgot password a requirement as well. Forget password. And for this, let us add underline. So for underline in this property inspector, we scroll down, we have a text over here, and you can see this underline, right? Underline, and if you want to make it bold, we can make it. Yeah. So now the forgot password has been added as per Samiksha's requirement. Now in the catalog, let us place the images. So this is image. If we double click on this, we'll be getting the images over here. Like if we want to select, we can select. But since for this catalog, I don't have any images like t-shirts or shirts, I'm placing this like this only. But whenever you're doing your project, you can place the images as well. So this will be the t-shirts. If you want, we can resize this as well. So let us make it some huge, some big. So let us duplicate and add another image and also another image as well. And now let us add the text. Like this is our shirts, right? So this will be the shirts. Let us add some bold and let us increase the size as well. Now let us add the names for the another two things also. This will be the pants and the another thing will be the shirts. I mean, sorry, shoes. Now let us use this component called combo box. So this combo box is nothing but we'll be adding the select size, or let us add the select brand first. Let us add Adidas, Nike, Reebok. Yeah, this is enough as of now. So we can select the brands from here, and I want to give the same brands for the pants as well as the shoes as well. And also for this, let us add the sizes as well. So sizes I'm keeping like this only. We can add how many, whatever we want. And let us add another thing for quantity. And let us add the buttons for them as well. Add. And then lastly, let us add the continue in the end. Continue. So if you want to change color, we can change the color as well. So I've added the continue. After continue, I want to show what's there in the cart. So let us rename this as cart. So the user only wanted to have the shirts. You don't want to go for the pants as well as you don't want to have another things. So let us keep the only shirts. Cheetal, I'll be explaining it now once again. So let me remove all these things first. So Sheetal, coming to your doubt, here we have this common thing, right? So in common, you need to search for this combo box. So drag and drop over here in the combo box, rename it as size now. Let us add L, XL, 2XL, 3XL, 4XL. So like this, we can have the things like asked for the select brand. I've given the example for the select sizes. So like this, we'll be using combo box for the same. So now let us keep the continue over here. And if he wants to go back, let us add an option for go back as well. So this will be the continue. And let us add another button to go back. Let us make sure that these are in alignment. And I want to add the color red for go back. So if he wants to continue, then he'll be going for the payment page next. So let us rename this as payment. And now in payment, I want to keep three options. That is COD, UPI, and cards. I'm sorry. So now let us add another components and let us see how it goes. So for COD, as a user, if you want to select the COD, then you can select this one. And let us rename this radio button component as COD. So if you want to make it bold, you can make it bold as well. And let us increase the size as well to 16. Now for multiple options like for card we have credit debit card, right? And for UPI also we have many apps. For that I'm using this component checkbox. So here we added a bold and 16. Let us reconsider this as a bold and let us increase the size to 16 and let us rename this to UPI. So in UPI I want to add options. Select app. We have phone pay, we have a GPay, we have Paytm, right? So I want to consider these three apps. And for cards as well, let us make the same thing with debit card and credit card. Let us add the combo box as well. Select card type, credit, and this will be the debit. So if the user wants to go back, he wants to go back, and if he wants to continue, he can continue. So in my e-commerce application, if the user wants to cancel the transaction, let us rename this as cancel. Or furtherly, he can move to the next process, that is continue. If he clicks on continue, then he'll be redirected to the payment page. And after payment, we'll be getting the order details. So now I'm doing this order details now. Order details. So let us rename this as well. This will be the order details. Okay. So now let us redesign the page as well accordingly. So in this, I just want to keep back to the catalog page in place of continue after adding the transaction ID and reference ID and everything. So for that, I'm just adding the transaction ID and reference ID as the things which we'll be getting from SMS and email. So for that, I'm adding the text input. I'm resizing it, and let us add the text as well. This will be the transaction ID. This will be the reference ID. And in this text area, let us place for order details. Order details. So now, right from the beginning, let us add the link in between the pages. So after successful registration, we need to go to login. After login, we need to go to catalog. From catalog to the cart, cart to the payment, and payment to the order details, right? So now I'm adding the links for the same. So for register in the property inspector, you will find something called links, which will be your option like this. The links with the question mark next to it. So here we'll be adding the link. Like firstly, we need to select this button, go to the links, and we need to select the link of which page we want to give. So we are currently in registration page. So I want to give the login page such that after registration, I want to go to the login. So I'm giving the link to the login. So after the successful login, I want to go to the catalog page. So I'm adding the link to the catalog page. So from catalog page, I want to continue the cart page. So I'm giving the link to the cart. So from cart, if we want to continue, we can go to the payment page. And if we want to go back to the catalog page, let us add the link, go to the catalog. Next, we have payment. So for payment, let us add a link next such that if we continue, we'll be getting order details. And if we cancel this, let us go back to the catalog, or else let us give it to the cart. So from order details, we'll be getting the transaction reference and order details. And let us rename this as go back. So if we click on this go back, we will be going back to the catalog page. Now let us see how these buttons work after adding the links. So after successful registration, if we click on register, we'll be going to the login. After entering the name and password, we'll be going to the catalog page. So here we can select the brands, select size, select quantity, and we need to click on add. After that, we are in the cart page, right? So if we want to go back, then we can go back and we'll be going back to the catalog page. Whereas if we want to continue with the payment, we can click on this continue and we can select one choice among these. And if we want to cancel, we will go back to the cart page. And if we want to continue with the payment, we can click on continue. After successful payment, we have got the transaction ID, reference ID, and order details. And if we go back, we'll be redirected to the catalog. So in this way, in Balsamiq, we'll be creating the mockups for anything. I've taken the example for e-commerce application where I want to sell shirts, pants, and shoes. Now let us discuss about Axure RP. Axure RP. So the Axure RP is nothing but it's a rapid prototyping tool developed in May 2020, May 2002 by Axure Software Solutions. Software Solutions. RP stands for rapid prototyping. So it used to create highly interactive prototypes where we can feel that we are interacting with the live system. So you'll be understanding about this when we create the prototypes and when we go live about the project. So now let us create the same project in Axure RP. So I hope you guys are clear with the Balsamiq, or you guys have any more doubts? Please respond accordingly, like if you have any more doubts in the Balsamiq. Okay, thanks for the confirmation. Now let us understand how to use Axure RP. So firstly, let us create the page for registration now. Let us rename this as first. This will be registration. So unlike Balsamiq, we don't have any browser over here. Like here we used the component browser, right? So we can't use any browser component over there. We need to create it with rectangles and other components or shapes. So before moving on to the creation, let us understand the components which we'll be using in the Axure RP. So this main part is called as canvas, where we'll be drawing all the things. And this region is called about pages. And this is the place where we have all the widgets, which is most crucial because we'll be using only these things over here. And here we have interactions and nodes. Like we added links in Balsamiq, right, in between pages. So we'll be adding the links as well over here. So let us discuss about that over here now. So firstly, let us create a page over here. So for that, we need to use the rectangle component. Let us resize it accordingly. And here we have two things, image and we have a placeholder. So the difference between these two things are for images, if you double tap on images, we can add actually the images whatever we want. Whereas in placeholder, we can't add any pictures over here. If we want to show anything that we want to place in that certain area or region, we can represent this with the placeholder. So for me, I just want to add a logo over here. And now let us recolor the things, whatever we want to do. So to color the area or region, we need to go to this style over here in the widgets and properties and styles. Go to styles. If you go down, you'll be finding a few colors. Since this is in white, let us select green. So this has been recolored, right? Now I want to re-change this color into this blue. So now the color has been changed. Now let us add the name for our page. So this will be www.ecommerce.in. Let us make it bold and yeah, that's it for now. Let us align this into the mid. Now I am creating a registration page, right? So I'm giving the heading. So this will be the registration page. Since this is looking a huge thing, let us resize this. So to resize this one, you need to go to this properties in a widget properties and style. Go to properties. Here the first option, if you see here we have a select shape, right? Here we have a few options. So let us select 5. Since this has become too small, let us keep a H3. This looks good and decent, right? So let us keep this. And now we use text field over there, right? In Balsamiq, we are having a text field here also. So let us keep the name and all the components here also. So this will be the name where we'll be entering our the name over here. So similarly, I want to add email, password, number as well. Email, and this will be the number. And lastly, let us add a password. And here, let us add button shape. Again, here in Axure RP, we have two things. Like we have a HTML button as well. But what I suggest is we need to use action button because with the action button we can change the shape of action however we want. However, we can't change over here. So if you select the action and double click on it, or if you go to this widget properties and style, here we have select shape, right? Here if you see you have multiple options, right? So I want to go with this one. If you see the shape has been changed. For submit, we don't have any such things. That's why I don't want to go with the submit. I want to go with the action button. So after successful registration, we have a login page, right? So let us duplicate the page and rename this one as login. This will be the login page. Let us rename this registration as login as well. And I just want to keep email and password. I'm sorry. So I want to keep name and password. And let us add a forgot password as well. Forget password. And let us make it bold and underlined. For that, go to widget properties and style, click on style, and select this bold and underline. So after this, we have a catalog page, right? So let us create a catalog page now. This will be catalog. Let us remove everything and let us re-add everything. So for catalog, I'm considering this placeholder such that we can place the images or anything over there. Or else, let us place the image component one, and yeah, let us place the image as well. And let us add the label. So this will be the shirts. Let us make it bold and let us resize this. Let us increase the size to 18. Now let us create for similarly for the pants as well as shoes. Let us add the text as well. pants, and lastly shoes. Now over there we added the brand, size, and quantity, right? So now let us add the same things over here as well. So to add them, we need to come to this widgets default common, and we need to scroll down here. If we scroll down, we have this component in the forms, that is drop list. We need to select it. Let us resize this, and let's rename this as select size. Since we are adding more than one, let us add many. To add many, go to this add many, select size. Let's give Adidas, Nike, Reebok, right? Yeah, now let us add brand. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So let us rename it as brand. Select brand. Now let us add a select size. L, XL, 2XL, 3XL, 4XL. And now let us add a quantity as well. Let us add the drop list once again, and let us resize this quantity as well. We are adding many quantities, right? So let us add many quantities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let us give a button such that add. So for adding, we need to go to this common, and we need to select button shape, and let us click on add. So if we see that this ad looks so pale, right? So when we go live on page, we want to have this as highlighted. So for that, we need to go to the properties, and we need to select mouse over. If we select mouse over, we get a few options like this. If we scroll down, we have outer shadow, and we can fill color for the same. Say for example, I want to select yellow, right? Click on OK. Now the effect will be added when we go live into the page. So let us see how it looks after going live. So now let us add the same things for the pages as well. I mean for the pants as well as shoes. Let us rearrange in a structured way, and let us add them. This will be the catalog, and this action will be add, or let us rename this as continue. So now let us go to the cart page. Let's duplicate the same thing. Now, as a user, I just want to add the shirts. So I'm removing the other things such that we'll be having only these things. And now let us keep this as continue, and let us add a go back as well. So now if we want to continue further, we can continue. So let us add this mouse over and everything to these buttons as well. So I'm adding this another button to go back. Rename this as go back. So this continue, go to the mouse over, select whatever we want, that is outer shadow, and I want to fill color as green such that we are moving forward. And for go back, we can select the outer shadow as well, and we will fill this color as red, and font color, let us rechange it as white. Click on OK. And now let's bring this to the mid of the page. Let us give this as go back over here, and let's keep the continue over here. And now we don't have any ad, right? So let us remove this. So now after catalog, we have this as cart. Let us rename this as cart page. Here as well, the catalog into cart. Now I want to go to the payment. So this page will be the payment page. So now let us remove all these things and add the new things like the payment and another buttons. So here we have checkbox as well as radio buttons. And we'll be using drop list as well for the payment options showing. So firstly, let us resize and rename them. Since COD is only one option, I'm keeping this checkbox as one of the components to show that COD. And I want to use this radio button for multiple options like UPI. We have multiple options like multiple apps, and for card payment we have multiple options, right? So let us rename and add another radio button as well. So for COD, let us add a style with bold, and let us increase the size to 18. Similarly for this one, bold and 18. This will be UPI. and this will be card. So for UPI, I want to keep a few options: Phone Pay, Google Pay, Paytm. So for that, I'm using this drop list component, and let us rename them with a double click. Let us add many. Select app, Phone Pay, GPay, Paytm, like that. Now for cards, let us add the credit card and debit card. Credit card and debit card. So this will be the cancel, and let us see the properties what we are given. Yeah. So if we want to cancel, the color will be displayed as red and white. And let us redirect this into the cart page after adding the links. Let us rename this as payment page. And then we have finally have the page for order details, right? So let us rename this as order details. Now for order details, we don't have any cancel or go back. So like this will be the only button which we'll be using to add go back, which will be redirecting to the catalog. And let us add another shape for the same. To add the shape, go to the properties, select shape. Here we have multiple options, and I want to use this one. And mouse over, we use green color, right? So let us add yellow color now. So let us add the text field, everything again, once again. This will be the transaction ID, this will be the reference ID. And let us add another thing for order details. Yeah, perfect. This will be the transaction ID. Now let us add the bold. Yeah, bold is fine. And now let us add a reference ID as well. And here we'll be getting the order details. So let us add this as order details. Now, like if we look over here, everything which is looking white, it's not good, right? So we can actually add colors to these things. So to add color, you need to go to this widgets properties and you need to select this color, select the particular area, and you can add colors. So for transaction ID, I've added a green color. So for reference ID also, let us add the color as well. And for order details also, let us add another color, yellow. And also for this, let us add a shadow. So now let us add the links for each and every page. So for that, we need to click on this action button, click on create link, go to login. So for login action, let us rename this as login. And let us rename this as register. Register, login, and from catalog, let us create the page link to the cart page. From cart to the payment page, let's rename this as pay now. So if we want to go to the payment, then we can go to the payment page by redirecting. Or else if we want to go back, let us create a link to the cart page. Now, after selecting the payment, now create a page link to order details, and this cancel will redirect to the cart page. So now this will be going back to the catalog page. Now let us see how this page looks in live. So as we discussed earlier, we can add the text over here. That is what the Axure RP is used for. After clicking on register, we'll be getting the name and password. Okay, I think I forgot to add the link at the login. So if we click on login, we'll be having the catalog. So unlike the Balsamiq, if we select over here, we'll be getting the things whatever we want. If we see, we gave the links, right? Like we highlighted over there, yellow and shadow. It will be reflecting over here. So if we click on continue, then we'll be redirected to the cart page, where if we want to pay, we can go to pay now, or else if we want to go back, we can go back. If we came to this, then we have redirected to the cart page. And from payment, if we click on continue, we'll be getting the transaction details, reference ID, order details like that. If we click on go back, then it is redirected to the catalog page. Now, it is, if we observe, if we text, the name looks here the same, and the password is also like, if we click, it is visible, right? So in order to, like if we text, we need to get our text, then there is some process which we can do in Axure RP. So in Axure RP, you need to select the login page name, and in the widgets properties and style, if you select over here, this is a text, right? Inside text, let's us remove this name, and in the hint text, let us add name. Similarly, if we select this as password, and let us give the name as password, right? Now let us see how it looks. So here we get the name as name itself, but when we type here, it is gone, right? So if we see, the name has gone and we can type whatever we want. Here also, if we want to remove this, we can type the password over here. And if we click on login, then we will be going to the catalog page.